Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm almost 2 months in quarantine, canceled 2 trips, and wondering what life is going to be like when all this is over. But suddenly I looked at my legs and was like, damn, girl, get it together. So if that resonates with you, grab your natural ingredients and let's get started. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaliyah if you're new here. In today's video, we're doing a DIY wax. So first, we're going to start off with 2 cups of white sugar. And then we're going to get into this little TikTok hack. Guys, I just learned that if you poke a hole in the heart of the lemon, it's actually easier for you to squeeze out the lemon juice. Look how easy this is. Besides that, honestly, you guys can just buy yourselves a lemon juice, as well as 1/4 of water. Now you're gonna wanna mix this all the way through, so thoroughly, making sure that it doesn't burn, but you wanna make sure that it's also on medium heat. When you start mixing, it just sort of looks something like this. Again, making sure that it's on medium heat and you're not skipping a step. Now, what you're actually adding is really important. You don't want to add too much sugar. You want to make sure that all your measurements are correct, or you're going to have to do this again. Now, as you start mixing, you're going to realize that it's going to start to bubble up and froth. Continue to mix as well as check the color. Now, in order for you to do that, you might need to actually lift the pot up off of the stove, check the color, see if it's the color that you want, and then put it back if it's not. Most of the times, this is a step that's really important, and a lot of times people see the color and think it's time to take it off, but then they end up actually underdoing the mixture and the wax becomes too liquidy. So this is the consistency and the color that you want it to look like. This should honestly take maybe about like 8 minutes. It really and truly depends on your stove. Now, as you guys can see, I decided to take it off the stove, and this is pretty much what it's looking like. So I'm going to begin to let this cool, and the cooling period should take about 20 minutes. As you guys can see in this next clip, this is sort of how I want it to be, sort of runny, but as well as being able to hold itself. Now, you're probably wondering, what are you doing with this water? Yes, I am kneading, but I decided to do a different technique when I'm kneading. I think this is easier for me, and as well as it prevents me from burning my skin. So I start off with a little tester, and I put a little bit of the wax into this water to cool it down. So now that I know that it's pretty much exactly what I want it to be like, I then begin to put the wax into the bowl. Now, of course, I know that I should have gotten a different bowl, a bigger bowl specifically, but this way I'm able to actually cool down the wax, and I'm able to ferment into a ball and not burn myself. This technique works for me. It might work for you. I just find that the wax sometimes is a little bit too hot for me. So try this out and let me know down in the comments if this was easier for you. That I formed it into a ball, I pretty much wanted to show you guys what it should look like. It should have this golden, rich, shiny color. And from here, I'm gonna get my baby powder, which I got from the dollar store, and I'm gonna apply it onto my legs because, like I said, this is what I need to wax. So I wanted to show you guys pretty much how I wax my legs. There's nothing fancy to it, honestly. This is the 4th time that I made this, and I'm not a pro, but you're gonna actually tend to see that it becomes a little bit sticky on your skin, and it might even change in color. That is because it's picking up all the dead skin cells as well as the baby powder. So this is probably when you might want to just put it aside and just get yourself a fresh new wax and continue waxing. Now I also wanted to demonstrate on my arm using a popsicle stick. This method is actually easier for some people. It's easier because you don't have to get so messy, you don't have to get anything on your hands, but I also want to show you guys pretty much how I wax my arm. Now when it comes to storage, I normally make enough for one-time use, but if I do have some left over, I normally would put it into a jar like this, and if I want to use it, I would warm it up, and pretty much it becomes that same consistency that you guys seen earlier over again. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to comment down below, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.